Hi guys, today we're going to be watching The Last Airbender, the 2010 movie that everybody says that I definitely should not ever, under any circumstances, watch. I know that you guys don't want me to suffer the way that you have all suffered, but I don't want you guys to have to suffer alone, and I feel like watching this movie seems like sort of a rite of passage. Let's think of this as a palate cleanser to lead us into Legend of Korra. After the extreme high that we got from watching through and completing Avatar: The Last Airbender, the animated series, I think we need to pull ourselves back down to the ground level a little bit so that we can have Legend of Korra have a fair chance of being enjoyed. So anyways, The Last Airbender, wish me luck. Let's do this. Oh, looks cool.
Hey, I'm sorry. It worked better that time. I thought about Mom. Isn't that strange?
Yeah. Guess so. Just stop doing that stuff around me.
Food is scarce. My brother and I often go hunting for food, but unfortunately my brother isn't the best hunter in the world.
Oh, Sokka getting the shade already.
I watched what side of the fin tracks are more indented. That shows you which direction they're going. I saw how long the drag skids are. That shows you how fast they're going.
Well, Sokka hasn't said anything dumb yet, so I'm still waiting. Oh, there's the boomerang.
Katara, do not hit that spear!
What the hell? Never thought I'd see Katara just grab Sokka's boomerang. Look at it's Appa.
What's your name? How did you get here? We need to get him back to the village.
Can we go penguin sledding first?
What is this thing?
It's trying to eat me!
With its ass? Okay. Feels kind of flat so far. It's like humorless.
How'd you get all the way out here?
I ran away from home. I was just upset. Thanks for saving me.
Lucky.
I probably should get home.
Well, Aang is smiling, and I feel like that's pretty true to his character. It's just too serious.
Fire Nation is here.
What?
I think visually so far it looks pretty good though. The costumes.
Sokka, don't.
Sokka? Who's Sokka?
I am Prince Zuko, son of Fire Lord Ozai and heir to the throne.
His scar is barely noticeable.
Katara, don't. Who are you? What's your name?
I don't need to tell you anything.
I'll burn down this village.
I'll go with you. Don't hurt anyone.
I feel like it's hard to match the tone of something that's animated. It can have a little bit more liberties, I think, to be a little bit more lighthearted and silly. Maybe, I don't know.
We found that boy. He's our responsibility. We should fight.
How are we supposed to save him? They're on a ship. We'd need a miracle to catch them. I know you think everything's going to work out, but I don't.
Oh! What did they do to his face?
This bison creature thing floats.
What'd they do to Appa's face?
What do you want with me?
My nephew wants me to perform a little test on you.
That's Iroh?
My name is Iro.
Wonder why they chose to change some of the pronunciations of the names.
Once, a long time ago, the spirit world kept balance over us. The Fire Nation doesn't wish to live by the spirits. That's why they are so frightened by the existence of the Avatar.
They're frightened of the Avatar because he can fuck them up. What is this test? What? What is going on here? They're making shit up. Aang doesn't know how to do this stuff.
You're the only one in the entire world who could pass this test.
Don't even try to escape. This is a warship!
So just by being around a rock, the rock moves? Either that or he did it intentionally. That test made no sense. Okay, so we're playing by different rules now. The world around the Avatar, for some reason, seems to react to his presence.
Aang flew us to his home. He
Aang?
told us how he left there in a storm on Appa.
Hey.
I'm back! Hey guys! I want you to meet someone! I know where they are right now. They're at the perfume.
Oh, it's beautiful though. Can't you just smell the nature? Like the moss and everything? Oh, and the dead bodies?
In that ice for almost 100 years.
The Fire Lord believes his son is too soft. It seems I need to remind Prince Zuko that during his banishment, he is an enemy of the Fire Nation and is not allowed to wear the Fire Nation uniform.
One day my father will take me back, and you will bow before me.
There's definitely some things that are just very different from the show, but I mean, I still feel like at this point it has potential. It has potential. It's setting up Zuko's backstory. They just really messed up on Sokka. He's literally pointless right now.
You know, my grandma thinks because you're an airbender that you could be the Avatar.
What is this?
Stay hidden.
That child is being arrested.
For what?
He was bending tiny stones at us from behind a tree. It really hurt.
It really hurt. The tiny stones.
She's a bender. Katara!
They were trying to be funny there, but I don't know, the tone of this is just weird.
Earthbenders! Why are you acting this way? You are powerful and amazing people. And I'm the Avatar.
The Avatar would have to be an airbender.
How is he doing that?
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Firebenders! Let's
What is he doing? What is this? He just made a little bit of wind. Some of the bending at the start of that fight felt like an amateur movie or something, but it got a little better at the end. But it was like things were happening, but they didn't seem like impactful.
I ran away before they trained me to be the Avatar. I don't know how to bend the other elements.
So, what if we found you teachers to teach you bending? Which element would you have to learn first?
Water.
But there are really powerful benders in the northern water tribe.
We can get there on Appa.
That's what I was thinking. And maybe we can stop in the villages on the way, start a change in the war in these small villages. Should we try it?
Yes, we should.
I liked that. Sokka making the plans. They don't show Appa's face too much, do they? It's like because they know they fucked it up. I just feel like they're focusing a lot on the story and the drama and not enough on the characters and their personalities.
For some reason, he was having trouble with waterbending.
What was that for? She didn't bend anything. What's she doing?
As you know, I conducted a raid on the Great Library, which most said didn't even exist.
Get on with it.
But I believe they may contain information as to where the ocean and moon spirits live in this world.
I am pleased.
I am pleased.
Well, Commander Zhao.
Our spies have discovered someone claiming to be the Avatar.
Let's hope, for your sake, my son doesn't find this person first.
I suppose it's a race, then.
Tell me what you know about the prince.
Prince Zuko was sentenced to an Agni Ki duel.
Ki?
He would not fight his father. The father burnt his son to teach him a lesson.
Zuko's backstory. Oh, he's doing the bending. Aww.
I can't do this.
That's some pretty powerful bending right there.
Yep, yep.
Fire Nation is following us. If we make a wrong move, they'll catch him.
As a Sokka fangirl, he's just not right in this. Oh my lord, that face.
Yeah, who are you? Are you?
My name is Aang.
Oh, there's a hidden chamber of statues. I think you, of all people, should see. These are the reincarnations of you over the years.
Kind of a cool way how they set this up here.
It was your last life. Now, how did the Airbenders know you were the Avatar, little one?
They gave me a test. There's a ceremony when everyone bows to me. That's when I accept my role as the Avatar. But when everyone bowed, I didn't bow back.
You will forgive me, won't you, for luring you down here?
What? Oh. Jerk. Oh. That's it? Just one little sack of coins? Is this where the blue mask shows up?
Fire Lord and I have a plan.
Oh. They are doing it. Okay.
Wait, stop! Stop!
It's kind of cool. What? That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Can't leave your savior behind.
Do not kill the Avatar! He will just be reborn again. Why are you doing this? Who are you? Let them out!
Did he let them out in the show? Forgot. I know he didn't go after them, but I don't remember him letting them out. I don't remember the purpose. Oh, shit.
What is this?
Well, you let them go, so they escaped. Okay.
And how did he escape?
He let them. He let them out the
I
gates.
fear that your son is not only incompetent, but also a traitor.
Where were you for the past 4 days? Nowhere. We have to keep moving.
Do not harm my son. Leave him to his isolation.
You have my word, sire.
But they're missing some important lines of dialogue. Like Aang and Zuko. Aang saying, you know, I feel like we could be friends. But I think trying to fit the whole first season in one movie is just not a good idea. Because there's so many things that... So many build-ups that they can't really take any time to do.
Seek out someone in the Northern Water Tribe where they have lived beyond our reach and openly practice waterbending.
Well, this place looks impressive so far. Really nice.
We arrived at the Northern Water Tribe.
Beautiful.
My brother and the princess became friends right away. Aang showed them he was the last airbender and was accepted to train with the master.
Why did he have to do like 5 flips before he did any airbending?
And they prepared for war they knew would come in the ensuing weeks.
Visually, the setting, the sets and everything look really good.
I must assign a guard to be with you at all times, Princess.
I'll do it. That's me, I'll be her guard. Nothing will happen to her.
They better show some scenes between Sokka and... I'm afraid I'm gonna get her name wrong. I always get it wrong. Yuki? Yumi? But, I mean, they have to build up their relationship in order for the payoff at the end to hit.
It is our destiny to have found this information. Eliminate the spirits. Take this city.
I don't know why this looks really silly.
Now use offense, Aang.
Like, they're just kind of standing in front of each other, doing fancy hand motions. It's not what I think of when I think of sparring. Okay, so he can't control it. His emotions are too out of whack, I guess.
Again, I offer my condolences on your nephew burning to death in that terrible accident.
Okay. They just kind of brushed that whole thing through.
Should we see what the ocean is doing today? I will come visit our sister city in the Southern Water Tribe.
But I warn you, my grandmother will ask you a lot of questions. She'll say, "Why is your hair white, young lady?"
My hair is white because when I was born, I was not awake. So they prayed for days to the moon spirit and dipped me into the sacred waters. My hair turned white then and life poured into me.
I'm sure Zhao was the one who ordered the attack on you.
What attack? They didn't show the attack. Did they? I'm trying to also think about watching this movie as somebody who has no experience with Avatar at all. And I feel like it would be very hard to follow. Especially this whole part with like the attack and then Iroh and Zuko pretending that Zuko was killed in the fire and everything. I think, and I never really thought about it too much before, but something about the bending seems off in this. I'm trying to figure out why. And I think it is the fact that they do like the hand movements and the stances and stuff in the show like they do in here, but why does it feel so strange when they do it here? And I think it's because they do like the movements and then the bending happens afterwards instead of like simultaneously. So when they're bending in the animated show, the movement and the bending happens together and it seems natural. And here it's like, wah, 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 look at me, I'm cool. And then like a little fireball will pop out after.
I have to talk to the dragon spirit. He can help me defeat the Fire Nation. To get your airbending tattoos, you have to meditate for long periods of time without losing focus. Some of the great monks can meditate for 4 days.
Well, I don't think we have 4 days right now.
I have to get back.
I'll take you.
Yue. Why do I keep calling her Yuki? Because Yuki means snow. I don't know why I can't remember Yue ever. It's always Yuki to me.
Aang, can you hear me? I knew you were real. I always knew you returned.
Me too.
Hi, Zuko. Okay, that's a little bit better. Less ouvage and more just... Ooh. Ouch. Sometimes it also feels like the hand movements don't match with what is actually happening. Like when Zuko goes, like, puts his hand down and then the fire goes horizontally.
General Hero, I've been keeping a secret. I found a scroll that tells the location of the ocean and moon spirits.
To meet a spirit would be a great honor.
Well, I hope I can give you that honor.
He wants to kill the spirit. They're just popping out of the ground.
What happened?
Prince Zuko's here in the city. He took Aang again.
Then in the night we'll slip out.
Aang, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Please, tell me how to beat the Fire Nation.
As the Avatar, you are not meant to hurt others.
All the avatars told Aang to kill Fire Lord Ozai.
Show them the power of water.
So the dragon says, don't hurt people, just show them a really cool show with the ocean. Twinkle Toes. That's Twinkle Toes personified right there. Wow, look at Paku go.
Fire Lord Ozai and I have decided it is in our best interests to kill the moon spirit. What?
Well, he does stealth better than I do. He's so tiny. Wonder why they're not bending right now. Is there a reason for that? That was kind of the most interesting fight of the show so far, though.
We'll find it.
Yeah, now it's just kind of like, it's less about the martial arts and more about, I don't know, cool effects or something?
You won't be killed by waterbenders if you stay hidden here. We could be friends, you know.
Okay. They'd put it in here, okay. Oh my lord. Jeez. What did they do to our beautiful boy? Appa. Atrocious. Absolutely just so bad.
May I introduce you to the mysterious ocean and moon spirits? Why do spirits take the form of such benign things? It leaves them so vulnerable.
To teach man kindness and humility.
I don't want to see this part. Don't hurt the fish.
The Fire Nation is too powerful.
If you're so powerful, then you could probably win without messing with the spirits. Just saying.
We are now the gods. No!
Well, he didn't do anything to try to stop him.
He's making fire out of nothing.
That looks painful. He's making fire out of nothing? What do firebenders usually use to make fire?
You have been anointed by the moon spirit. Then there's still a chance. You can give your life back for the spirits.
This was the reason I was born.
Yue, please.
I will miss you more than you know.
I feel nothing. I don't know this Sokka. I don't know this Yue. You know, like, I don't know. That's cool. I mean, that'll never not be cool. Her hair turning back to its original color. A lot of Fire Nation. So he's drawing upon strong emotions. That's pretty impressive. So I guess basically he just scares them off. Like if I wanted to, I could destroy you with this ocean, this huge wave, and sink all your ships. Was that how it went in the show? I don't remember. I know he turned into the big water spirit.
They want you to be their avatar.
Well, he bowed back this time. So he accepts.
You must stop the Avatar from mastering earth and fire. Do you accept?
I do, Father.
Ooh, I like her as Azula. From the like 15 seconds of screen time that she got in the whole movie. I mean, obviously, she doesn't really do anything in the first season, but I feel like if there was more Azula, it would have been a more interesting movie. Okay. Well, I finally watched it. As much as I tried to understand things and follow the show when I was watching it, I'm kind of second guessing my understanding of exactly how everything works in the universe. I don't know if they changed some rules for this movie, but I thought like firebenders, they don't need fire. In this movie, they were using fire like from, there was already fire, a source of fire, and then they would just like bend it. And that's kind of like how the other elements work, right? Like water, you need water to bend it. You need air and you need earth in order to bend. But I don't recall like Zuko ever carrying around a lantern or a matchbook or something so that he could have fire whenever. I feel like my whole life was a lie. How do they bend the fire? Don't they, like, fire seems to just come from their bodies when they're bending it, not from like an outside source. I'm like actually freaking out right now. I never understood how firebending works, I guess, or like I just thought they used like their own energy to create like this fire. So can you guys kind of just please explain how firebending works in the show and in this movie, and if they're the same or if they're actually different? I thought the music in the movie was quite good. I didn't have any problem with that, especially when they used like the drums for the Fire Nation and things like that. I thought the music was pretty good. I thought the sets were beautiful. Really gorgeous, especially the Northern Water Tribe, some of the scenery around the air temples, the green, beautiful. I thought Aang and Zuko's characters were kind of decent. Like they were a little bit more developed and realized than some of the other characters, than all the other characters, but all the other characters just didn't really seem to have any time to shine. Like they didn't bring out their personality. They were just kind of there to fill a role. And I feel like to me, that was the main issue that I had with the movie, was that there was no real heart behind it. There wasn't really love put into the characters and the story, and it was just kind of like, I just feel like they had the plot of the show in front of them and they were like, okay, this happens, this happens, this happens, and we got to get this, and then we got to explain this and that, and then there's the fight, and then Aang does the water thing, and we got to set up the next movie, and we're done. And even then, they really didn't explain a lot of things very well. It just, everything was moving so fast, but I was bored. It was boring. I wasn't feeling pulled in. It's so hard to explain. I hated how Katara was like, Sokka and Yue became fast friends. And it's like, show, don't tell. Like, let me see the friendship blooming. Like, don't tell me, you know, just in case you guys don't get it from the scenes that are coming up, let's just get this out of the way right now. They're getting close to each other. We just want to make sure you guys understand that. It felt like Katara and Sokka were just there to move the plot forward. They didn't show us why these characters are special. They didn't show us why we should care about these people. This was just kind of a mess, wasn't it? It just felt flat, lifeless, soulless. Too much focus on telling the events, having the events happen, and not about why we should care about literally anybody. About this war, about this world, about these characters, about their relationships with each other. That's my takeaway. Some of the bending, some of the fights as well, like sometimes like some things looked cool. I liked it, but most of the time, again, it just felt flat. It felt like there's no like oomph into what's going on. They did all these fancy movements and then some ice like pops out or something. I don't know. Like Aang did a bunch of flips and stuff, and then the water bending happened after. There's like just a disconnect. There's so many disconnects. Nothing felt cohesive. Sokka and Katara, zero personality. I don't know, man. It just didn't hit. It didn't hit. Now I'm really worried about this new Netflix show that's coming out. When I saw the trailer, I was like, wow, this looks really cool. Like, I can't wait to see the story of Avatar: The Last Airbender brought to life in this way. But now I can see just how horribly wrong it can go. And now I'm really worried and I'm really skeptical. It looks like it could potentially be better than this, but I mean, how much better? They're definitely going to give themselves more time. It's going to be a series, not a movie. But I mean, good luck. They have a tough job ahead of them. My main takeaway is that the bending was really wonky at sometimes. The fights didn't really seem exciting. They felt very disconnected and just not exciting. The characters were completely dull and flat. The story, the lore, and the background were all kind of very sloppily and very hastily just kind of thrown at us. And then the movie ended and I didn't really feel anything. So now I want to know what you guys think about this movie in details, because you guys couldn't really tell me before why this was awful, just that it is. And now I want to know if the things that I thought are the same things that you felt and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to be watching The Legend of Korra next. We'll be starting that very soon, so I can't wait for you guys to join me on that. And as always, thank you guys for watching and for being here and for leaving comments and liking the video, even if the video is about a movie that doesn't deserve a like. Probably. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.